Hey guys, how's it going? This is Dave Demrest from over at Fandroid.com, and basically what I'm going to do today is give a little rundown and a final conclusion on my thoughts on the Samsung Vibrant. Hopefully you read my review. Hopefully it was a little bit helpful in making your decision. But we're just going to go over a couple things about the phone that I liked and that I disliked. So first off, you hit the unlock key, and this is what you get. You can swipe this screen any way you want. And here's what you got right here is the TouchWiz home screen. You get 7 screens right here, which is pretty cool. And once you turn on the phone and stuff, this is basically what you see. They got the Google toolbar, and then they got the 4 things that they're trying to really advertise for the phone, which is the Avatar movie, the Mobi TV, the Sims 3, the Kindle. Like I was talking about in the review, the app drawer does kind of look very iPhone-ish. If you look at the icons, I mean, you could basically mistake this for an iPhone if you didn't know better. I actually had a few people ask me, hey, is that the new iPhone? No, it's not. But, yeah, it's actually not a bad interface. It's very fast because of the Hummingbird processor, which is cool. Contacts are basically the same. The dialer, I mean, it's skinned very well, and TouchWiz is very intuitive. You got the feeds and updates, one of the widgets that I talked about. It has the swipe built in already. There's Slacker radio as well. And I've had the phone for 4 days. I got it on the day it came out, and it's a gorgeous phone. Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful. Hardware-wise, it's very thin. The bezel's nice. The lack of, touch ball kind of like messed with me for a little while because I use it a lot on my Nexus 1. But, you get used to it after a while, and the button layout is a little bit different, but you also get used to that. But this would be a great phone for anybody. I really can't give it any faults except that it's not the Nexus 1 because if you get the Nexus 1, you know what I mean. You'll be in love with it. The Nexus 1, in my book, it really has no faults. So yeah, so basically, if you take a look over here, you got the Avatar movie. We'll show you a little bit of that. It's like really nice kind of quality on there. Anyway, that's that. Like I said, the Sims 3 app is there. Kindle, which I'm like obsessed with right now because I'm reading a bunch of books, and the Kindle app really helps me like stay on top of them. But after playing with the phone for 4 days and battling with myself inside my head, I had to ask myself if it was worth using my upgrade to have this phone over the Nexus 1. And I mean, if you have a Nexus 1, keep it. I mean, that's basically the gist of what I'm going to say here, because this is not really an upgrade over the Nexus 1. If you don't have a Nexus 1, which you won't be able to get, apparently, because Google is shipping, their last shipment of the Nexus 1 out, then I would say that this is the perfect phone for you if you're going to be on T-Mobile. It's quick, it's pretty, it's intuitive, it's fun to use. The 16 gigabytes of built-in space is awesome. That's one thing that the Nexus 1 doesn't have. But if you get a 32 gigabyte memory card, you can't go wrong. Plus, a lot of people talk about how it has 16 gigs of space and you can do all these apps and stuff. It only has like a gig and a half dedicated to downloading apps, which I mean is a lot anyway. But the rest of the 16 gigs is for media and app data and stuff like that. It's not for the actual applications. So, I mean, I'm sure, developers are going to be able to figure that out soon enough, how to utilize the entire 16 gigs. But, I mean, who's going to really have that many apps? But, like I said, all in all, it's a great phone. If you have $200 to spare and you want an Android phone on T-Mobile, this is the one I would go with. But if you have a Nexus 1, stick with it. And because there's a lot of great things coming down the pipe for T-Mobile. So I hope, like I said in my review, I hope I gave you a little insight into the Samsung Vibrant, and I hope I helped make your decision easier on what to do. And, thanks for reading and thanks for watching.